welcome to another video, and thank you so much for being here because I am so excited. We are gonna make something that I personally love. I super enjoy making it, and I just felt like I wanted to share that with you guys today. Of course, the best part is the eating part. I'm super excited for that. I'm gonna talk about what is so good about this dish. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two as well. I mean, this is not really a tutorial, but I'm gonna show you guys how you can make this at home, and if ever you do, you're really gonna enjoy it. You're really gonna love the flavor because this is really delicious in my opinion. Okay, before we begin, of course, I have to mention, if you haven't subscribed already, please do, especially if you want to see more content from me. Normally I don't do cooking videos, but when I do, I have a lot of fun and I really enjoy. So if you do subscribe, we'll have fun together, and hopefully you guys will enjoy more of the videos I make. So yeah, if you want to do that, go ahead and click the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. So today we are making gyoza. And that is one of my favorite dishes, especially from the Japanese cuisine. Whenever you order it outside, they usually give you like 4 to 6 pieces. Honestly, that's not enough for me. That's why we decided to make it at home. I'm gonna tell you guys all about this dish because you might think that this is so hard and expensive to make, but actually it's the opposite. This is actually a big batch, and I will elaborate more later on why you should make this at home. But for now, I'm gonna tell you guys about the ingredients. Okay, so we're gonna talk about what's in this bowl. Now, I already prepared it. If I filmed chopping all these things up, we would take forever. So what we have in this bowl is 1/3 of a kilo of ground pork, some cabbage, around 4 big leaves of cabbage, all chopped up and minced. And we have some onion leeks in here, around 2 stalks, chop them up really small and really fine. And then here we have some mushrooms. Fresh mushrooms are kind of expensive. What we do is we buy dried mushrooms, let them sit in hot water so that once they're done hydrating, we get either 2 big mushrooms or 4 small mushrooms and then chop them up real fine, and it works perfectly. And then we have some grated ginger, around 1/2 inch, and that'll be fine for the whole recipe. And then we have some garlic. This recipe actually requires 1 clove of garlic, like literally 1 piece, and then you have to chop it like really small. But if you guys know me, I love garlic, so I added 5 cloves. You can never have too much garlic. It just, in my opinion, makes everything better. So if you want to add more garlic, you can. So that's what we have in here. Should I mix this now? So I'm mixing all the ingredients together just so that when we add the sauce, it's a lot more even. You gotta mix this really well because you need a little bit of everything in each gyoza dumpling. Later on, we're gonna fold these things together. I'm gonna wrap them in the wrapper, obviously. I know there's like more ways to make gyoza, or like there's different variations, but we found this recipe online and this is the one that really works for us, especially with the ingredients, really affordable, and it tastes really amazing. So that's kind of mixed up. So now we're gonna do the sauce, or is it the marinade? But anyway, we're gonna add these things. You're supposed to have like 1 teaspoon of each, but I'm just gonna wing it. But I'm using a tablespoon. 1 teaspoon's not enough. If I mess this up, no, I'm not gonna mess this up. Not like last time when I made cookies. Well, I didn't really mess that up either. We're gonna start with some salt. I don't have a salt container, I'm so sorry. For the salt, I am definitely gonna do 1 teaspoon because we don't want to overdo that. So I'm just gonna like imagine that this is a teaspoon. It's supposed to be 1 teaspoon of pepper, but again, I'm kind of winging it, especially with this. That looks like a teaspoon. Soy sauce. It's supposed to be sake, but rice wine, that'll work. That'll do. We're literally running out because we love making Asian dishes in this house, and we love making gyoza. 1 tablespoon of rice wine. You know what? I'm just gonna finish this whole thing. Technically 2 tablespoons. Kind of messing this up, am I? Ah, okay. Lastly, we have some sesame oil. We're just mixing this up. So just add the sauce to the meat and all the vegetables. I'm just gonna scoop it so that we can get some evenness here. Now it's time to mix it. There's gonna be people judging me, and I'm so sorry. But sometimes when you cook and you just wing it, sometimes that makes it a lot better. Saying that because I wing it all the time. So now that we're done mixing, I'm gonna let this sit in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. After that, I am going to wrap them all up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been around 30 to 40 minutes. I let it sit longer. So we just got like super generic dumpling wrappers. These work just fine. There are different kinds of wrappers. You have to make sure the one that you get is good for frying and really stays together, because when you cook gyoza, you fry them first and then you add water. So you have to get a wrapper that's really sturdy and doesn't rip easily. I have a plate for my gyoza. Once they're done, I have some water here so that we can stick the wrapper together. I have my mixture right here, gyoza wrapper here. So we just take a scoop, like a tablespoon of filling. Make sure you don't put too much because you don't want the gyoza to burst. So this is how it looks like in the wrapper. I'm not really going to teach you how to fold this thing because I am not doing it perfectly. I just make sure it doesn't fall apart. So I just put water in the edges of the wrapper. Slowly try to close this without destroying it. How do you do this again? I'm not gonna be able to show you guys properly, but you just pinch it in the edge and then like fold it. Oh my gosh, someone's probably judging me right now. I'm sorry. I just do my best. I try. It doesn't have to be perfect since you're just making this at home. As long as it seals properly and looks presentable. There you go. So cute. So like I said, pretty easy to make. I bet a lot of you guys are like at home right now due to what's happening in the world. And I know that we are all kind of budgeting. And that's why I kind of wanted to share this, because this is actually budget friendly. Usually when you order gyoza in a restaurant, they usually charge like 100 to 200 and you only get like 4 to 6 pieces. But when you make this at home, this whole batch actually costs around 200 or even less, depending on how much you want to buy or how much you want to make really affordable. You can actually put this in a Ziploc and in the freezer, and it can last up to 1 month. If you guys are hungry and you need a snack, you can always just get it from the freezer, cook it, which is super convenient. And it's all like homemade ingredients, no extra stuff that you don't know about because you made it. Ta-da! Super not perfect. As long as it's edible, that's good to go. I don't eat rice, but if you want to eat it with rice, you can do that. Fry it, steam it, and then you have gyoza ready to eat. So we actually made this last week. I wanted to make it again, but for you guys, because I know everyone's like at home right now, so I just wanted to film something that you guys could do at home. It's also kind of educational. I'm doing this by myself because I'm doing it for you guys, but if you do this with like your mom or your sibling, be a lot faster and you guys can eat a lot sooner. Cooking and eating obviously is one of the things that really makes me happy. Right now I am enjoying, I am thriving right now. For those who have the choice to stay at home, this is one way you could serve your family, and at the same time it's really something worth learning. It's kind of why I wanted to film this. It just really makes me happy. You should find something that makes you happy but at the same time is very productive and also could serve others. That would really be something worth your time. For some people, cooking stresses them out, but for me, cooking is like super fun. I love cooking for others. Okay, so now that we've made 10 gyozas, I'm gonna do the rest off camera and then we are gonna cook and I'm just gonna taste it for you guys. Hopefully that will make you guys want to make this at home. Give me a sec, I'll be right back. Look at that, so cute. I mean, it's not perfect, but I bet it tastes great because we made it. So right here we have some sauce. You can make this with just vinegar and soy sauce. You can also add a little bit of sesame oil if you want that kind of flavor. Basically, you cook it first in oil, then once it's kind of crispy in the bottom, you add some water. It's gonna steam really hot. Cover it so that you can cook the whole wrapper and the meat inside. Take out the cover of the pan and then you let all the water evaporate, and then this is how it looks like. Dip it in the sauce. I like having a lot of sauce on my gyoza. If you just want to lightly dip your gyoza in the sauce, that's fine too. Time to taste our creation. Yay! Why I love making gyoza. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm not biased or anything. I know I'm the one who made this, but this recipe isn't mine, so I can say it's delicious. I can literally eat like 10 pieces of these. I'm so sorry I said that, but that's what's going on. It is so good. I can't explain how good this is. I mean, am I overreacting? Maybe, but I'm also very hungry right now, and that first bite was like a burst of flavor. Super worth the folding and the mixing. I'm so happy I have so much more that I can cook. Obviously other restaurants make it so well. It's like 6 pieces is just not enough. It's just a really good dish and I always want more of it. Again, you can pair this with some stir-fried noodles and vegetables, instant ramen, this with that. Ah, beautiful. I'm just gonna eat another one because I'm still trying to convince you guys to make these at home. Gyoza number 2. That's all I have to say. Gotta taste it to believe it. I'm gonna say goodbye now because you guys are probably sick of me and I am gonna eat some more. If you guys want to make this at home, I'll put the recipe down below and I'll link a video probably. Just let me know if you do try this out. I hope you guys are all safe and I hope you guys like this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!